Devin Moran stays hot. Brandon Overton getting closer. Why RTJ didn't race last night. Plus a big field of sprint cars is expected for Volusia, including one driver and car owner who just want one of those Gator trophies. Plus Christopher Bell's engine, other racing tonight, and more. Let's go. It's Wednesday, February 5th. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is DIRTRACKR Daily presented by Kubota Genuine Parts. A packed show for you today. A lot of good information and bits and pieces in here. But before we dive in, a quick message from today's show sponsor. Today's daily show is being supported by Golden Nugget Online Casino. The 2025 dirt racing season is here, and even though the action on track will be great, there will still be plenty of downtime. While you're waiting for track work or for that other division to finally finish up, make those moments golden with Golden Nugget Online Casino. You can play all of your favorite casino games right on your phone when you download the Golden Nugget Online Casino app. They've got over 300 real money games, including slots, blackjack, roulette, and even live dealers. You can have that Las Vegas experience right from the comfort of wherever you are, and the Golden Nugget Online Casino app is safe, secure, and reliable. If you want to get in on the action, new players can get 250 casino spins on a featured game when they sign up using code DIRTRACKR and play just $5. That's code DIRTRACKR, DIRTRACKR, for 250 casino spins on a featured game when you sign up and play just $5. Download the app today and get some Vegas vibes on the go with the Golden Nugget Online Casino. Late Model Speed Week's back rolling again last night with the first of 5 races at Ocala Speedway for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Just like we saw with East Bay in previous years, these early nights are not for points. That means we could see some drivers not run, and on Tuesday, it was Ricky Thornton Jr. Going back to Alltech, RTJ had that late crash with heavy contact with the front stretch wall. That car was bent. That's obviously not shocking, so they sat out yesterday to get a fresh piece put together. The guys at Longhorn, they're staying busy keeping up with some of these repairs the last couple of weeks. A post on RTJ's Facebook page says the team should be ready in time to race today. Looking down through the results, I don't see any other major teams that didn't race last night, at least of the guys who are going to be full-time with Lucas or really could be full-time with Lucas. There was no Tyler Bruning or Mike Marlar on Tuesday, but we know they have plans kind of elsewhere for the season. Bruning, going full-time with the Outlaws. Marlar going to do pick and choose. Bruning did practice on Monday, and Marlar's website shows these races on his schedule, so we'll see if they sign in the rest of this week. With no points again tonight, it's possible we could see other guys take a night off. Things get official again on Thursday, and then the purse money starts to ramp up towards the weekend. Bobby Pierce is one driver who we haven't seen much during speed weeks, but he posted to social media yesterday that they're going to hit up Ocala on Friday and Saturday before racing at Volusia next week. In last night's action, good battle out front with Devin Moran coming out on top for his second win in a row. Brandon Overton led early from the pole, but Moran got by down the stretch, with Overton settling for second and Jonathan Davenport in third. Overton looking for his first national tour win since Smoky Mountain last June with Lucas, but those guys seem like they are right there. I mean, very, very close. 4 top 10s in 5 Lucas starts so far, and laps led now in 2 straight races. I don't think it's a crazy prediction to say these guys win this week at some point. Overton looked frustrated in his post-race interview last night, but not like at his team, more that he knows that they have a really good car and he's just ready to break through. He is clearly hungry for that first one. Moran now with top 5s in every race so far with Lucas, along with those 2 victories. His double down squad has him absolutely rolling to start this season. Further down the order, another tough night for Brandon Sheppard, his 5th B-main appearance in 5 races with Lucas and a 19th place finish. In past years, the East Bay always seemed to be a place the Rocket One would be very good at, even if they started slow at the other Speed Week tracks. But with East Bay now gone, they won't get that kind of comfy spot to maybe do a reset here. Barring a massive turnaround Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the Rocket House car seems set to leave Speed Weeks in a significant hole in the Lucas standings. And Brian Shirley's crap luck just continued with more issues and another tough night. Shirley and the 3S team I thought could be a dark horse championship challenger on the Outlaw side, but they need to do some voodoo or something to shake this funk they are in. If you're not headed to Ocala today, flow racing again with the live stream. Not far away at Volusia, the World of Outlaws sprint car season begins today. DIRTCar Nationals had sprint cars this past weekend, but those were 360s with the ASCS. All the big names will be in action today through Saturday. I haven't asked or haven't got a reason why, but tonight is show-up points only. I wish we could just do away with non-points and show-up points entirely. Unless it's like a split field prelim deal, every race should just be for points. I don't care if it's the Knoxville Nationals, the Kings Royal, late model stuff, whatever it is. Full points for any field or any full field program. No free passes because of differing formats and all of this other stuff. Tonight will be our first look at the 2025 Outlaw roster, but signs are pointing to a very big field of cars beyond just the 14 that are signed on full-time with the Outlaws. I thought maybe with no high limit down south this year that Volusia's car count would suffer, but that doesn't seem to be the case. It's possible we have even more cars this year than we did in 2024 with high limit in Florida. And that will include about half the high limit roster. Guys like Tyler Courtney, Brenham Crouch, Brad Sweet, Casey Kane, Justin Peck, Dazen Persley, and Danny Sams all expected to race. Between the Outlaws, high limit teams, and all of the other travelers, we could have more than 50 cars racing. If we don't go over 50, we will be very close to that number. I don't remember when we've ever had that many sprint cars at Volusia to start a season. We'll also get to see Christopher Bell back in a sprint car this week. He's racing in the Don Kreitz-owned 69K for at least a few of the nights. Bell sharing the 69K with Darren Pittman and Ryan Smith this year. He's going to be back in that car for the high limit opener as well in a few weeks at Las Vegas. Bell hasn't been in a sprint car since PA Speed Week in 2022. And despite Bell's tight relationship with Toyota and TRD having sprint car engines, I've been told that the Kreitz 69K will not have Toyota steam in it this weekend. Just Kreitz's usual engine, which I believe is a Ryder. It sounds like there could be a Kyle Larson sighting as well. Larson's sprint car appearances, they're not heavily publicized unless it's with high limit, but he is being included in some of the World of Outlaws betting stuff, and I've had a few sources indicate that him appearing is likely. One friend told me Paul Silva really wants a Gator trophy. And it's important to note that Kyle Larson has never won at Volusia. There are no Daytona conflicts for the NASCAR guys. Things over there for the 500 don't start till next week, so Larson could run all weekend with no schedule issues. So all the big players, nice weather, a big fast racetrack. We're in for some proper sprint car racing the next 4 nights. UMP Modifieds on the undercard. Last night's modified winners were JP Roberts, Glenn Stiers, Evan Taylor, Randy Giroux, Colt Falloway, and David Stremme. Dirt Vision has live coverage starting tonight. The other season that begins tonight in Florida is for the Short Track Super Series. The Northeast Modified Tour is at Alltech for each of the next 4 nights. They had almost 40 cars for practice last night. They'll race for $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, and $7,500 to win through Saturday. A lot of the modified teams will then stick around for DIRTRACKR Nationals next week. Stuart Freeze and Matt Shepard, they lead all drivers with the most wins in the history of the STSS Sunshine Swing. If I remember correctly, just like the Super DIRTRACKR Series at Volusia, these are non-points events for the Short Track Super Series. You can catch this racing live tonight on Float as well. You're going to need a lot of boxes. You're going to have Dirt Vision, you're going to have Flow, you're going to have Lucas and STS going if you want to check out all of this stuff. A couple of other news items for you before we close out today. First, Lincoln Park Speedway has new promoters for 2025. The track was previously promoted by Joe and Jill Spiker, but they hung it up after 2024. Track owner Dave Allison now has an agreement in place for USAC to take over operation of the track, and in recent days, industry veteran Tommy Estes has been named the track's general manager. He will fill that role while also continuing to be competition director for the USAC Silver Crown Series. Weekly racing will continue at the track along with 5 USAC national events through the year. Honest Abe Roofing has been named the title sponsor for the track as well. Definitely good news for a staple Indiana racetrack. Also, the Flow Racing Night in America series presented by my friends at Kubota has made a schedule change. The I-75 race, originally scheduled for September 11th, it's being moved over to Volunteer Speedway. This now makes the Flow Series part of the Scott Bloomquist Memorial Scorcher that was already previously scheduled on this date. The Tar Heel 53 at I-75, it's been rescheduled for October 25th. It's now a Southern All-Star show. Ray Cook, who promotes that I-75 race, also now in charge of the Southern All-Stars, so that was an easy move there. All right, that's the daily for today. For even more, make sure to stop by DIRTRACKR.com. There you can find the daily streaming schedule. It has all of your possible watch options across the streaming services. It includes links to watch and start times where we have them. There's also updated news items, podcast listings, the analytics section, and more. You can add DIRTRACKR.com to your daily internet browsing. Hope you guys have a great Wednesday out there. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.